Get up at 5:30 in the morning to beat the sun, try to track some rhino, and at the same time check on some camera traps. Just came across this zebra carcass here. It was killed by lions. So behind me are grasslands, plains, and go on for kilometers, but very shortly here we'll get into this very thick brush where the Chyulu Hills were old volcanoes, and there's old lava flows that hold a lot of moisture and rock, and the vegetation grows in that. It's going to be very thick, a ton of thorns, so we're expecting to have very slow hikes. The difference here is that we can travel the same amount of time that we did in the Camino Sanctuary, where we traveled 12 kilometers in the same time. We're only traveling around 2 here. So don't really know what to expect, but this is the perfect habitat for black rhinos. They're browsers, so they get to sit in this thick brush and pick off all of these shrubs, and that's why they're getting so hard to find. Just got to call it rhino camp, so we'll be here for the next couple days and hopefully we spot some black rhino. It's much bigger. There's about 3 times the amount of buildings, and yeah, we're hanging out for the night here, and then tomorrow we're going to get up at 5:30 in the morning to beat the sun and try to track some rhino, and at the same time check on some camera traps, which will hopefully show us that there's some rhino in the area. So this is the first full day at rhino camp. We're starting pretty early this morning. Quick tea, and then we're gonna hit the road. We're trying to get most of the patrol done before the sun actually comes up. A little bit higher elevation. The sun's gonna take a bit of a toll on us today. This is the first camera trap that just came and checked on. They have multiple of these scattered throughout this area. We're going to take the memory card out and take it back to camp to check to see if there is any rhino in the area. We're not sure if we're going to catch anything on this camera trap, but they check these every 3 to 4 days, minimum, at least once a week, to make sure the batteries are still running, to see if they've caught any rhino in the area. Do you go on the patrols at the same time every day?
No.
You always switch up the time?
Yeah.
To make sure the poachers don't know when?
Don't know what that is.
Right.
Yeah. Even ambushes, sometimes we do ambushes when we see unusual activities or any human activities. Same time we can lay ambush at night to see those people that are coming.
Yeah. So that's for sandalwood, rhino horn, bushmeat.
Bushmeat, some wood carving.
Yeah, wood covering.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're headed to find. Are we headed to find the carcass?
Yeah.
Are they coming and rubbing off? Like nudging up and...
When it's dark?
Yeah, like now, this time. This is the time now for hunting.
Just came across this zebra carcass here. It was killed by lions, they're estimating a couple days ago, and it just absolutely reeks. The lions probably won't come back to this kill. They usually like a fresh kill. The hyenas will come in no problem. They, are one of the only animals that can bear the smell of this zebra here, but it's pretty crazy. You see these things in documentaries, and when you see it up close like this, it just hits you a whole different way. Just realizing how wild Africa is, and how real these documentaries really are. situation where a lion potentially killed a sheep or a goat or cattle, and on the way there we came across 5 cheetah that have taken out a gazelle. This is a boma where farmers will keep their cattle, goats, and sheep, and you can see right there is where they're saying a hyena got in. You can see the carcass of a goat on the inside there.
For the head.
What is that? Is that a common thing? They go for the head?
Yeah.
So a hyena got in last night, killed these 3 here, but then also took one. And so with the predator compensation program, whether it's a lion, a jackal, a hyena, the farmer will be compensated for their loss of their animal instead of to help mitigate the farmers retaliating on predators and killing them themselves. So they just came across the first track that we're going to measure. It's around 8.5 inches wide. You can tell here, if you look down, you would be able to tell this is actually not a track. But they've been so used to tracking these animals that it's easy for them to tell where they are. And so they write down how large the track is, where, the GPS coordinate, the time, and just whether it emits or fresh tracks. So there's a couple of things that go into each track. These rounds are hard to find in this really thick brush, so they use tracks and camera traps to monitor where they are. Black rhinos are browsers, so I have 5 different types of vegetation that they feed on. That's why they love this area. 2 of which, as you can see here, there's like a liquid inside, which allows the rhinos to go up to a week to a week and a half without going to a water hole. And here's another one, and see all of them, you can see 2 out like are thorny, cactus-like, and these black rhinos have no problem stripping these and eating all these twigs. What an absolutely incredible experience. This footage from a couple of brothers with no experience in film does not do it justice. From clips we lost on the hard drive, to malfunctions in recording, you name it, we dealt with it. You saw just a small snippet, but the memories, the emotions, the feelings, all attached to that visit with Big Life will last up here forever. So get off your butts, pull the trigger, get out there and explore Africa. You will not regret it. Eco and wildlife tourism plays a massive role in wildlife conservation, but it also supports the local people and the communities. So right now, there are thousands of species, not just in Africa, but across the world that need our help. Please follow Big Life Africa on Instagram. Consider signing up for the Ranger Club. It's a contribution monthly that helps protect wildlife and the wildlands throughout the year with reliable funding. So just make a donation, even if it's one time, at biglife.org. After now living with the Rangers, I have the utmost respect for them. They risk their lives every single day to protect the elephants, the rhino, the lion, the orangutan, you name it, so that we can sit back with our feet up, completely amazed at our television screens. Support the organizations and the people putting in the work. Without these organizations, we don't have these animals. Big Life Foundation, I can't say enough good. It was abundantly clear that the Amboseli ecosystem would be in a heap of trouble without you. A well-oiled machine that deserves a recognition. Thank you for having me, but the real thank you is to everything that you do for wildlife and the people.